Good morning, everybody. Yay, it's Friday. Yay, it's Friday. Oh, my word. We're so happy when it's Friday because that's the beginning of so much activity outside and sleeping late and those kind of things that come to a lot of people. Some people, no, they work harder on the weekend and they don't get to sleep late and they got to do a bunch of stuff. But today it's Friday and you're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show. And that's the way to get your whole weekend started off, because today we concentrate on things that you can go to with your family or your date or whatever and find out what's going on in downtown Conroe. Now, if you're living in L.A., if Don Wilson's listening right now, he's our L.A. connection. And unless you want to fly down and take part of these activities, Don, I'm sorry. You should have never moved from Texas. But anyway, and we want to do a shout out to Dennis, to Carly, to Amber, and that we have people listening, and they'll tell me, well, I heard the show the other day, and I've been listening, and so I need to say hello to our newcomers. But I'll tell you what, the listening audience on 104.5 and 106.1 is growing. I know that it's growing. I feel the energy coming through the mic to me, and I just know you're there. But if you're listening on this station, be sure and share it with friends that you now can drive around and listen to all the shows, the talk block shows from 10 to 3, and then all the music, the fine country music that Richard, in all his wisdom, picks up. We were talking about a couple of them, and the one that I can't wait for it to be on the playlist is and she thinks my tractor's sexy, and that he ain't going to hit her again. Those songs, the stories in those songs are so great. It's wonderful. And a lot of the country music that I would listen to when I was younger, because I was born and raised in Texas, is that they were so sad, and everybody was so angry, and people were cheating on everybody, and all. Now they're lightening up a lot of the stuff, and it's getting to be fun to listen to. And I really like some of the artists that he has chosen to play. So if you guys want to set your dial on the 106.1 and have the country music and then all the brilliance of the talk shows happening, just do that. We're giving you that opportunity. And when is jazz nights, Richard?
It's Sundays from 3 to 7.
Sundays 3 to 7. Finally, a station playing jazz, because you can't find that. That's what a lot of people want, jazz, and it's hard to find those stations. So, but not here at IRLoneStar.com. Okay, guys, we have our special co-host. No, he's not. I'm not going to call him a co-host. I'm just going to call him a guest. And let me say that the words coming out of his mouth do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of this community radio. Right. He's on his own. He's flying solo. He is. He did have a show on here, and he no longer is a host on here. He's going off to do things and have more time for Lizzie. But anyway. He's such a young pup, and he's so talented. He's just a triple threat. He has so many different talents, so many different ways he could go to expose those talents. You didn't know what I was going to say.
Thank you.
Expose those talents, and he shares his talents at church, and it's really cool because he helps out with the youth, going to college people and all that, and serves as a great ambassador.
Thank you
for God. So I really appreciate you being here. And he's got a great perspective on what's happening, what's going on, things that are, out and about. He's the millennial. I am the centennial. I don't know what I call myself. No, I'm a baby boomer, actually. It is I was born in the baby boomer era. Oh. So there are a lot of us, but a lot of us will start slowly fading away. And you guys will come in, and hopefully by that time, you'll be out of the basement. Yeah. And
It's kind of scary to think that somebody from my generation is going to be a few people from my generation are going to be the presidents of the United States.
But Joey, if it's you, it's okay. There's some people that I've had
I'd worry about the nation if I was president.
No, just, because Donald Trump won the presidency, he has encouraged so many people like Kanye West and Chris Rock, and they said, if he can do it, I can do it, and I can be president of the United States and run this. But after Kanye West did his 40-minute rant at that concert, and everybody was booing and all that, he had a little nervous breakdown, and he's still having a difficult time. Hi, guys. Hi. How are you doing out there? See, we are live. Look, we are live. You pinch us and we...
We're real.
We're real. That's right. No, people come by our plate glass window and stare in, and you've got to acknowledge the... all of the fog on the window that they're creating, and you want to wave and say hi to them for crying out loud.
Planting their faces on the window panes.
That's right.
They're in there. They're in there.
Just wait till you come out. I heard what you said. That's what my son said. But you should make sure you always say just nice things, Mom, because people get upset and they could come by and do something weird in your window. And I said, well, that would be great because we want the attention. He goes, no, Mom, come on, please don't. And they made me stop wearing certain T-shirts that looked like I was forced at different people. And so anyway, it's
like you're adorable, deplorable.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
probably,
I am an adorable, deplorable.
I probably shouldn't wear that around.
Yeah, because we're in the art league area.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the art league, we had on yesterday.
Nice segue.
You would have loved this woman. You would have loved this woman. Her name is Carrie Albritton, and they call her Dolly. And because she talks just like Dolly Parton talked. Hi, how y'all doing? And so she's just like that. And so she's the representative of the Conroe Art League, and she is so cute. And so she was telling us that today and tomorrow, they're having an open house there, and people can go in. There's a reception this evening, and there's food, and they'll have some music. And so if you want to come downtown Conroe, this is the weekend. I mean, there's a lot of weekends you can come down here and it's a lot of fun, but this weekend, so much stuff is going on, Joy. It's ridiculous. Let me go over some things, guys. If you have a pencil and paper, and you probably can get this anywhere, like you go to the Conroe Courier, but if you come downtown, we have these posters all over the place to tell you what's happening every day in December. But today is December the 2nd. Yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
I want to make sure that's correct.
Yes.
But the Corner Pub, I was just talking to those guys. They're sitting outside, having a great time. But the Corner Pub is a huge icon down here. It's the establishment, and that everyone knows, and they know what's going on. But I didn't realize it was all in print. Okay, Cindy, they said, Cindy, if you want to know what's going on down here this weekend, here. And the Art League, we knew what they're doing, and it's located right next to the Red Brick. You may not know where the gallery for the Art League, Conroe Art League, is, but you know where the Red Brick restaurant is in downtown Conroe, and they're opening up more space for people to be able to come in, have something to eat, go over and go through the gallery, and they have a new art gallery, and it's going to be great fun. So if you want to do that, that's happening. And at the Red Brick Tavern is Desdemona. I don't know this artist, Desdemona. Have you ever heard of Desdemona, Richard? You can just shake your head.
No.
Okay, thank you. But Amelia White is going to be at the Red. I'm sorry. Amelia White is at the Red Brick Tavern. Okay, she's at the Red Brick Tavern. Hello, mouth. Come on, work for me. Desdemona is at the Corner Pub. And so that's where Desdemona is. And so make sure you get that. All you have to do is walk across the street.
Yeah.
And
it's
figure
like
out.
Feet,
There's 100 feet. Right across the street is the Red Brick Tavern from the Corner Pub. So anyway, and then at the Crichton Theater, you'll love this. The Crichton Theater is having Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah. I was reading about that.
Wow. How can you? Okay, I want to know when he does that long run down that street at the end of the Miracle on 34th Street. What happened? No, that's, I'm thinking of, oh, hello. Okay, I'm going to get this right. Here we go. Okay. I'm thinking. The Santa Claus, and Santa Claus is coming. And listen, if you go, be sure and stare longly at the Santa Claus there, because you may have a hint of who it could be. And he's listening right now, and he's going to kill me for even saying that. I didn't say his name. I didn't say your name or anything like that. But you may recognize Santa Claus. But it's not going to hurt your feeling whether Santa Claus is real or not. Okay. So, but remember, he goes on trial, and Kris Kringle says he's the real Kris Kringle and all that. And I have watched that show forever. But I know the Crichton is going to do something amazing to it. I know, because it's always a thrill to go into that theater, because you feel like I am in a real theater. This is just like going back in time. Yeah. And it's the ornate nature of the auditorium and all that. So anyway, Miracle on 34th Street, and you'll love it. You'll love it. Now, this is interesting. Miracle on 34th Street is during the snow and the Christmas time, and they're having The Little Mermaid at the Owen Theater. Right. So if you want to go have more of a balmy type of movie to play to go, to go over there and do that. Right. And you do Little Mermaid. So
I know the girl who is Ariel. Her name is Taylor Maresca. And I got to shout her out just because she was in Into the Woods at Lone Star Community College and the Montgomery campus when I was in it as well. She was the Red Riding Hood to my Baker. And she was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Such a talented girl. So, if you want to be blown away by a fantastic child actress, she's in her late teens, but still, she's very, very talented for her age group. And so if you want to get blown away by some serious talent, then go see
Mermaid.
The Mermaid, yeah.
The Little Mermaid at the Owen Theater.
Right. Tickets are on sale now. Actually, they're opening tonight.
Yeah, and so is Miracle on 34th Street.
That's right.
You know what movie I was thinking of was Jimmy Stewart.
It's a Wonderful Life?
It's a Wonderful Life.
I love that movie.
That's what I was thinking of. Like, how are they going to replicate that? But they could do it. They could do it if they wanted to.
He could just run around the theater for a little bit. Just
that would be true. He could run down the aisle. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We need to suggest that to.
They need to do that show, and
that's
awesome. I will be the first in line to audition
to be
for
Jimmy
it.
Stewart.
Absolutely.
Yes, you could. You could. Oh man, that would be awesome. Okay, we'll have to suggest that to them.
There you go.
I'm sure they'll listen to us. It's like.
Yeah, if Cindy Cochran says it.
It could be snowing in the whole auditorium. They could, drop some snow and have him run down and start saying,
just buckets of snow.
Hello,
Merry Christmas.
That's great. Okay, so anyway, that's happening, and so if you guys want to come down and just be a part of this, plus you can see all the beautifully decorated front windows. Yeah, everybody's decorated except us. But it's okay, because what Richard can do is he can play Christmas music.
There you go. There you go.
And so that could be our gift to the downtown Conroe.
This is playing.
No, but it's beautiful.
Christmas music 25/8. 25 hours, 8 days a week.
That's exactly right. So we're all looking for when the Christmas Story starts playing on TV. Okay, guys, we got to take our first break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show with my guest Joyce Sheaf. Real Reality Radio.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the first daily talk show serving Montgomery County.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a non-profit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com. An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
The Cindy Cochran Show. You ain't heard nothing yet.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for listening. I hope we gave you some examples of what you could be, looking for to do this weekend, especially down here in downtown Conroe. But what about the movies, Joey? What's going on in the movies? What's happening?
The movies.
I did go see Moana. I got to say that. I saw Moana.
How was that?
It was great. And you know what? Disney got away from the normal songs that you feel like every song sounds the same.
Right.
Let It Go came up, and that was different. So they had a different.
But was it?
Well, not the way it was sung, but it was. But this music sounded much more contemporary and had good hooks in it, which I'm just like shocked.
Right. Well, I mean, it had collaborative minds like Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did Hamilton, and so he's brilliant. He did In the Heights and Hamilton, which are very diverse shows in terms of music.
I haven't heard any of the
Broadway
music
stage.
from.
Well, Hamilton is a purely rap driven musical. I mean, it does have regular singing, but most of the characters do rap, and it's an interesting take on American history from the standpoint of Alexander Hamilton, but featuring contemporary music. So it's an interesting balance. But I'm interested in Moana, or how do you say it?
Moana. Yeah. Okay.
I'm interested to see it, just to see what it's all about, to see how Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does
great.
Really
great.
Awesome.
And
he's turned into a pretty good actor.
I mean, there's some stuff he's been in, and you go like, is that how he is? And then you see like what, but he voices this. It's really, really good. They've got him pegged exactly in this character. But what I don't know, if that's him singing, can you? I don't know if you can find that out, but if that's him singing,
it was him singing.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was.
Well, I didn't think they did that anymore. I mean, especially if you're going to have somebody voice it and have somebody, come and sing, it's hard to match those voices.
Yeah.
But his voice that he sings with is, I can't believe he hasn't done, gotten a band together and done some stuff, like they usually do after they decide they don't want to act anymore. But it was good. Yeah. It was good. So when you hear the first song he does, I think it's the first song. Maybe the first song was good. The second song I think was better, and it is just I couldn't believe it because I go to these movies.
More like he was talk singing though.
No, not in.
I've heard it. You're welcome.
You're welcome is great.
But the way they do, if you listen to it, and I think if you're a music person, you know that he's just talk singing.
Which I mean,
but he was hitting notes in that when he does the hook, the notes he's hitting is just it's so good.
Yeah.
So now I go to these shows, and a lot of them I just click off and concentrate on the butter popcorn and the hot dog. But then because I have to take all my grandchildren to all these shows, and so I love it when they have something that is just especially the premise of it and it's going to what they're all about. Right. But they made it interesting and it was good. It was just good. The animation. I like. Truer, like more realistic animation.
Right.
And not so much like Jim Carrey when he played the Christmas, whatever that thing he did. Scrooge, when he did Scrooge. That was like too. It was like, why didn't they just use the people?
I love this because I mean it's borderline.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
They also did it for Beowulf, the Beowulf movie, with Anthony Hopkins as the king and everything, and Angelina Jolie, who was in it. I loved that just because it was something different. It was purely acted out by the people, but used CGI to cover everything. I just thought it was like extreme CGI.
Extreme. You're exactly right.
I absolutely loved it. It's different. So
this is a fun popcorn movie,
right?
And if you're an adult taking children, you got grandchildren, you have to take or whatever. It's fun to go see. But the music, I think you will enjoy if you go see it. You'll especially like the music. Come back and tell me what you think about it.
I will.
But I got to see the Jack Reacher. We talked about Reacher. I got to see that one.
Oh,
and it was good. I enjoyed. I like him. I leave Sam at home because he says, "You've seen one, you've seen them all." I don't believe that. I like him. So I think that I wonder if he's going to do any more. Like, how much more can you do?
I mean, there are so many problems in the world that Jack Reacher can solve. I mean,
that's right.
They could make so many.
They just make the Mummy.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? What? You said just make the Mummy.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is in the Mummy, the new one.
He is.
Our Jack Reacher, or like whoever you want to call the character.
Really? He is. Oh,
yeah. They released.
Why did they?
They released a teaser yesterday about it.
They did.
Well, I was reading more about it because I got interested, and basically what they're trying to do is the people who have the intellectual properties of the Mummy, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, the Wolfman, and all those people, they're trying to create a universe with it. So I think in the Mummy, they're going to have the Mummy, and then they're going to have Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, played by Russell Crowe, and then I think Johnny Depp is playing the Invisible Man.
Is this supposed to be like an Avengers type?
Yeah, no, really. That's
is this like
oh my goodness, like an Avengers type movie where they bring all the characters.
Well, because like one of them was I'm trying to think who. There was a movie that recently came out that was really successful, and it was an indie film. I'm gonna find it, but it was part of that world. You could argue it's part of that world. I'm gonna find it, but it's the Mummy with
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Oh wow!
So they released a teaser, and they're gonna release a trailer soon. But yeah, Russell Crowe is Dr. Henry Jekyll.
Is it going to be like a sequel to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No, well, it's not a sequel. This is just a reboot.
Well, I mean, they're using all the same characters. That's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, it's an old world.
Yeah,
I mean, they've intertwined these worlds before.
Oh, okay.
So, well, yeah, like they used to.
But the legendary, the extraordinary.
The League of Extraordinary
League of
that was
great. That was a comic, though.
Oh.
That was just a comic who wanted to make a comic about all those people.
I didn't see this. I mean, I understand the comedians. The light side of it, but it was a good movie. It was.
No, I'm saying it was a comic. It was based off source material. Was a comic book.
Oh, the comic book. Okay, I thought you said they were trying to make it like a comic and like a comedy, and it wasn't a comedy. It was great. I love that movie. Sean Connery, and all the different actors they had in there. That was just, it's class. I love that. Okay, so what's going on? What's the new stuff coming out that we should see?
Okay, new stuff coming out. Let's see here. We got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I saw
movie
that
from the Harry Potter
Good.
universe. Really?
Yeah. You could see you could feel Harry Potter all the way through.
Really?
It. Yeah, that feel.
Did they? Well, no, I don't want to spoil it, but I was about to ask if they referenced Harry Potter and his universe, but most likely not, because it's in a different time.
Yeah.
As well. So
yeah.
Okay.
But it was good. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
You'll like it especially if you like Harry Potter. You're in or J.K. Rowling's type stuff.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
So what it was, Dracula Untold.
Dracula.
That movie that came out in 2014.
Okay.
That's what started this whole deal.
Okay.
So that's the movie I was referring to. I don't know if they're going to bring him back into it, but they saw that the world could all be together because it's like Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, all those folks are going to be in one movie. But it started because people were petitioning that Dracula Untold had a teaser at the end for a sequel. and people really like Dracula Untold apparently.
Okay.
But I mean, it was an okay movie, but
Tom Cruise wasn't in.
no,
that
this
one.
was just
This
like a
is gonna be-
standalone movie that retold
That was
Untold. Get it? And
indie movie.
but yeah,
Untold.
but the way the people saw is they could probably make a lot of money
Right,
rebooting
right.
the franchise, and so people out there are saying the actor who played Luke Evans, who played Count Dracula, they wanted him to come back and be Count Dracula because he in the movie. I don't know if you ever saw the movie, but it was interesting. Like he was a good guy the whole movie.
Yeah.
The Dracula was?
Dracula was, but he apparently
He got done over by a few people, and then he
it was
He turned?
there was some
Yeah.
they based it loosely off of history where Transylvania was not in debt but under order from either some Middle Eastern country.
the Ottoman Empire, I think.
Yeah, the Ottoman.
Yeah.
So basically, they in the movie they made a rule where they had to give their firstborn to join the Ottoman army.
Yikes.
Well, this guy fought for him, and he was actually part of that movement the first time. Like he was the firstborn, and he became high ranking in the Ottoman Empire.
Right.
And when he went home, he thought everything was peace and everything. Dracula did, and then of course the Ottoman Empire came back and goes, "We need all your firstborns again." And in this story,
then he fights at that.
well, basically, he hears about this creature in Transylvania that has untold powers,
Which I believe is played
and
by
he goes,
Charles Dance.
yeah, he goes and sacrifices himself to get these powers to destroy the army. But then now he's cursed because he needs blood, and there's a whole arc to it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you see, it's so funny whenever you've seen all the Dracula movies, and then they tell you about the guy that this is based off of, and what and it's so loosely based off of
Right.
him, and it's evolved so much.
right.
But that there was a person, but it wasn't him drinking blood. Was it? He would throw the people over the castle, and they would be impaled on the fence. That's what.
yeah, he was Dracula the Impaler.
Yes, right.
That was the nickname.
But it wasn't. He went and drank their blood or anything. What is that?
There's
Oh
a
boy, there's
bug
a
right here on
bug
the
right
table.
there.
I'm just gonna.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna.
You're
Dang
gonna
it! Come here! No, don't! Come here!
You're not going to kill it?
Well, I'm trying.
Look at this
I'm
guy.
trying.
This
I'm
is
just-
so
he's
sweet.
right
Live
underneath the
radio
little
right
sheet of
here.
paper right there. Dude, he's like he just ran underneath the paper.
What kind of bug is it?
It's
No,
like a little,
I'm
it's
not
like a little
afraid.
grasshopper. It's
I'm
not. It's not going to do anything. It's
I mean,
just
I'm
almost
not
like,
afraid.
dude, get out of here.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Well,
Okay.
he just wants to listen.
He's
just wants to listen.
he's drawn to the electronic impulses of the
There you go. He's drawn to the soft, soothing voices and the
Right.
electronic noises and everything like that.
Go to sleep. Go back to where you came from. Goodbye.
Please go away.
Please go away. I don't want to squeal on the radio. But okay, so what else is going on? What
Else is going on? We got Trolls going on, which I haven't
Troll
heard
is good. Troll
too
is
much
good for
about it.
kids.
Yes, very
and
good for kids.
Justin Timberlake does a great job of the music that he, he's the executive music producer on the
gotcha.
show. Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
and he does that. The sunshine in my pocket, that song.
Okay.
They played at the end, and all the little kids are waiting for that one song to play, and they go crazy, and they start jumping up and dancing. And it is so cute. They love that song. So anyway, it's cute for them, but
Yes.
I had to eat a lot of popcorn through that for me. But you'll enjoy them enjoying it. That's the kind of thing that you
There
want
you
to
go.
do.
There you go.
Okay.
We also got Doctor Strange, starring Benedict Cumberbatch.
I
And
saw that. It was good. Did you see it?
I've seen it twice. It's
You've seen
very
it
good.
twice?
Yes,
Oh.
I saw it once with my mom on her birthday, and then
Yeah.
I saw it once with a few friends. And it's very good. Benedict Cumberbatch does play a very good superhero.
He's so good.
But I will say one thing that I don't think this is no, it's not a spoiler. But the movie has every single cliche, every single superhero cliche in the book. It's like the dialogue is all cliches, the story is cliched, but it's a great Benedict Cumberbatch makes it work.
No, he
But
does. Except
it's
here's the one thing I didn't like, though. I didn't like when he was talking to the guy in the library, and he said, "What is your name?" And he said, "Wong" or something. And he said, "That's your name?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "You mean like Adele?"
Yeah.
And when he brought it into that into right today. It just it
didn't
blew
feel
it for
right.
me. It didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Listen, that's our music. We're going to take another break.
Music.
And we will be right back. Don't go away. You're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
Real Reality Radio.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
All right, you're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1 with the Cindy Cochran Show. We're going to do a quick weather and traffic break and then get back to the show. It's 56 degrees outside. Humidity's around 55%. Today's weather forecast doesn't look good for Montgomery County. There's a 30% chance of showers today, and then it's going to get even worse throughout the weekend. So be prepared for some rain and thunder. Today's high is going to be around 65, and the low is going to be around 52. Traffic conditions in the Montgomery County area. Looking at I-45, there's been an accident being reported on I-45 northbound right before the Woodlands Parkway. I don't see any slowdown, but there is an accident being reported on I-45 northbound on the Woodlands Parkway. Other than that, looking around the county, 105, the Loop 336, and also in the Woodless area, everything looks good. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. That was our weather and traffic. We're going to get back to the Cindy Cochran Show shortly after these messages. Here we are, another morning in Montgomery County. It's 6 a.m. and all you can do is think about hitting that snooze button. But don't. Wake up with me, your morning radio host of Mornings of Lone Star, Dick. Every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio. Join me for some music, talk, interviews, giveaways, and of course Montgomery County's weather and traffic. I'm here to make your morning start. Every weekday morning, online at irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1 with Mornings with Lone Star.
Hello, Montgomery County. I'm Rachel Baldwin with Special Olympics Texas, Area 6. Are you a fan of courage? Are you a fan of determination? Are you a fan of acceptance, grace, and skill? Then you're already a fan of Special Olympics. Make it official. Volunteer, coach, and/or compete and be a fan of dignity and acceptance. The dedication of our Special Olympics Texas volunteers provides mainstreaming experiences for athletes with intellectual disabilities. You will touch the heart of another person, and it will move you in a meaningful way that lifts the spirit. Please visit the Heart of East Texas Area 6 webpage at www.sotx.org. Also, like us on Facebook to be a fan and be part of Special Olympics Texas.
Our community's animal shelters cannot absorb accidental litters of kittens and puppies. Approximately 80% of the animals entering our shelters will not make it out alive. Please help be a part of the solution. Please spay and neuter your pets. Many low-cost options are available. Visit texaslittercontrol.org to learn more. That's texaslittercontrol.org. And remember, real Texans don't litter. Please spay and neuter your pets.
Heaven's Army of Resources and Recreation Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization featuring a 10,000 square foot building located at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas. At Heaven's Army, we offer over 26 different services free for all ages, from karate, dance, drug and alcohol classes, anger management, parenting, food and clothing pantries, to just name a few. We are supported solely by volunteers and private donations. Our main mission is to glorify God in all that we do. At Heaven's Army, we strive to be a hand up, not a handout. Come check us out at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas, or call for more information at 281-689-5864. You may also learn more about Heaven's Army by visiting our website at heavensarmyofresources.com.
Are you interested in learning more about preparing quick, healthy, and safe meals for your family? Would you like to spend time with others learning tips and tricks, along with practicing and tasting nutritious food? If so, the On the Road to Healthy Living Mobile Cooking School is for you. Call Amy Ressler at Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service at 936-539-7825 to find a class near you or volunteer to host a class.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the first daily talk show serving Montgomery County.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Don't you wish people could hear the break
Oh,
time?
my goodness. Yes,
Well, they'll be able to see it.
See, that's,
yeah.
you know what? Are you going to cut the mics off when we go on TV, right? You'll cut all the audio off? Or are you going to leave the audio on?
Why would I leave it on?
Huh? It's more fun.
It's going to be playing what's on the radio.
Oh, because we've got commercials and stuff like that going, right? Yeah. But people that can read lips.
That's
You
true.
know, you go, I'm telling you, if I have to cover one side of my mouth where the camera is. And go like,
I'm saying Foxway.
You what? What?
No, you ever say Foxway? And it looks like...
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to say Foxway. But way doesn't...
It's all about the way it looks.
Okay, say Foxway. Oh, see, I would think now if we were mad and you could tell we were mad at each other and doing that, and you said, and then all you saw was the first of that.
Yeah.
But the way part of it, way.
Well, we'll sit here on the radio and lip things to each other and see if
Right.
we can figure it out.
Yeah. Just know, audience, that we are speaking. We're just
Ask your
mouthing
friend
things to each
sitting
other.
next to you. Say Foxway and see. Let me think
Yeah.
what
Let's
I'm
do a social
reading.
experiment.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Prank,
Speaking of social experiments, it was announced just the other day that President Obama is going to wants to put into law that women must sign up for the draft. Up to this point, men have to. And that it was funny because I didn't know when my son turned 18 that you have to go sign up for the draft, and I thought that was done away with. We didn't do that kind of thing, but he had to do that, and if he hadn't done that, things later on in life that he wanted to do, they put that on the form that he has signed up for the draft. That's part of the thing you have to do.
Right. Like for what? What would he
Well,
do?
it was something about getting a loan or I can't remember. It was something that like getting. I think it was a loan. I think that's what it was, and it was in college.
Oh, okay.
And that unless you had to make sure that was one of the requirements that you had signed up for
the draft.
Yeah, for the draft.
Oh,
so I thought so now. But Obama's bringing this in, and so I was just curious what as the male side is what you think about having women sign up for the draft. What's your feeling, Joey?
Well, honestly, the same thing about the Rangers. That when they had the females in the Rangers, and that
You mean the Texas Rangers?
the Texas Rangers?
Are you saying the law enforcement Rangers?
No. The U.S. Army Rangers.
Okay,
But
sorry, I was really confused. I was like, are we talking about the hockey team, or are we talking about the baseball team?
Yeah. No, when they had the two women graduate the basic training for the U.S. Army Rangers, I thought that was pretty spectacular. If
they
women,
could meet it,
if they want to do the same job as men, and I'm not trying to say that in like, oh, well, I mean, now women are stepping up to the plate. That we are equals. We're all fallible. We're all mortal. But if they want to do the same things that men have been doing, more the power to them. I mean, we shouldn't be, but it's not equality if we then ease basic training or ease these sorts of transitions or this training for them.
And that's what the Rangers were doing.
Exactly. And that's kind of insulting to women, because if they want to step up to the plate, not in a, men are better, but just that they want to do this, then we should have it the same standard that we hold to men. And I feel like it's kind of insulting to women that they would, not, for lack of a better term, dumb it down or bring it down a notch in intensity. That if they want to do it, then go for it.
Well, it's interesting because women can go in there and do just amazing. I have a close friend, who she's directing these, where the bombs are being sent, and doing amazing stuff, because it's changed the technology and things that women, can do and stuff. I understand that. But I guess the mandate is the thing that people are questioning right now. Right, Richard, what is your feeling? This ought to be really good. Okay. Yeah. Richard, what's your feeling?
I don't have a feeling on this.
Oh, you don't? You don't care? You don't care?
Oh.
Now, see, I just want to know you thought that's a good idea. Or whatever it is. And I think that it's interesting, because I think it will bring a lot of conversation, certainly to the top, to talk about and let people think about it as, as a sense like how far women have come.
What's interesting is if you look at every president in their last term, in the last 4 months, it's always, I'm going to say, the pretty controversial things every time. And I always laugh about that, because it's like, what's he trying to build up to?
Yeah,
because
he's trying to go out on top or something.
Right.
Well, it's not that. I mean, it might be that, but I don't know how the American people always reflect on legacies of presidents for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the argument where he announced that he supported legalization or federal legalization of marijuana, and I know a lot from what I read is a lot of people laughed, because if you did support it, then you need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And that has to do with any other topic that any president that kind of supports.
Sure.
I mean, talk is talk.
So, I mean, the president has the power to put something into action, if not through, if not through organically, then he can do it through executive order.
Right.
But, just to say, oh yeah, I'm in favor of that, I like that. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything unless it's, followed up by action.
What's sad is, in reflection of Donald Trump, that's what I'm interested to see.
Yeah. Well, see,
imagine his last 3 months.
Yeah.
What that guy's going to say. And because I would say their communication styles to the American people are very different.
Wow.
I mean, that's the thing. News sources are trying to figure out Donald Trump. They're trying to figure out what his plan is. They're trying to get the upper hand on him. They're trying to get a step ahead of him. But, I was listening to Rush the other day, and he was just saying the New York Times wrote an article about they're freaking out because they can't, we don't understand this guy. And that's the whole point, is that he's a billionaire businessman who achieved the ultimate American dream of becoming president of the United States. That hasn't happened since Ronald Reagan, and that was an actor achieving the ultimate American dream. That, I mean, he doesn't think like a politician. For most politicians, they've been thinking about politics ever since they could think. For Donald Trump, he's quoted with saying that he hasn't thought about politics seriously, like something that he wants to get involved in, until 2 years ago, 6 months before he started running.
I don't know about that.
Well, no, I mean, he's talking
because he's
about
always
politics.
made comments.
I know he's made
back
comments
in the past
about
30 years.
Well, yes,
but that was and we understood that was a tease and a lot of.
But he would say, "Oh yeah, I would consider running for president if things got totally out of hand, terrible."
No, he probably is a real sexist. He's like, the only time I'm going to run is if I run against a woman because I know I'll win.
Let's follow up on that. Let's go to Donald Trump's like, hey, why did you run for?
Because you thought it was going to be an easy.
If anything, they just need to have any question that Donald Trump is interesting. Any question.
Yeah.
Like, how do you like your ice cream? He'll say something ridiculous. So.
Yeah.
Well, I think that his speech yesterday and the victory he had with Carrier, keeping those jobs in, and of course the news media immediately started talking about. Yeah, but still, this many more going over to Mexico. So they wanted to deflect from that to say, why God give the guy his dues? Because a lot of Democrats were like, that's good. We keep the jobs here. You got to give the guy some, some props instead of just always being so negative against him.
Yeah.
But I think that surprised so many people that the guy gave, but it was, and they gave him great concessions and tax breaks and all that. But that's what he's saying. That's what I'm going to do for these businesses when they understand I'm not going to have my foot on your neck.
Yeah, but that's the thing, that if it was so easy to keep jobs in the United States, why didn't Obama do it? Why didn't he take the credit for it? Because now Trump is taking the credit for it, right? Because he's doing the work and he's not even president yet. I mean, I think that's what's killing. And I was like, great, he's not even president yet. This has happened. Yeah, he's getting stuff done.
But to see those people's faces, and when Carrier announced that they were sending everything over to Monterrey, Mexico, the screams that went out and how mad they were, and that people not knowing what they're going to do, how they're going to, they're having probably hard enough time making ends meet. Now this is it. Now they got to find a new job and all that stuff. And so then to see those people and those factory workers and know that they're going to have a good Christmas, that this is going to be, it's going to be okay. That was wonderful. That's a great, and the PR that Carrier's going to get, and the advertisement he got the other day. He's standing in front of that all those Carrier signs and stuff, and so he was on every news network and all, and they couldn't have paid for that kind of advertising, and then the goodwill that it did. So it may start a trend that companies will go like, okay, if you come over to my place and you stand in front of my signs and you give us this and that, we'll think about it. Right. So I hope that happens. That was a good thing, a good lift right before Christmas and all that. So I love that. And I think that if a lot of the, if the Democrats and the Republicans can try to get together on some stuff and do it together.
But there are some independents involved too. I'm just throwing that out there.
And I'm sorry. And independents, libertarians. I'm sorry. Okay.
Gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah. Well, whatever factors out there, if they can come together, that's just wonderful. So, can we all get along? Yes. I think that we can. On certain things we can. But he wasn't elected to get along. He was elected to do something.
Exactly.
The way they wanted it done.
That's right.
You're listening to Cindy Cochran Show. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
The Cindy Cochran Show. You ain't heard nothing yet.
SPCA PetSnap of Montgomery County is a 501c3 all-volunteer-based rescue and adoption organization with a no-kill policy for healthy and adoptable animals. Our goals are fourfold: to rescue and rehabilitate homeless animals, to provide a safe haven for the animals until a suitable adoption or foster care home is found or until they are reunited with their owner, to educate the public about the great need to reduce pet population, which includes the importance of having their pets spayed and neutered, and to further the cause for humane and responsible pet ownership, and to provide a low-cost spay-neuter clinic for people who are unable to afford to spay or neuter their pets otherwise. SPCA PetSnap of Montgomery County encourages you to think adoption first. You can contact us at www.spcaofmc.com.
Hello, I'm Bonita DeRosa, Animal Control Officer for the City of Willis. We invite you to tune in to Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. for the Willis Hour. On the first Thursday of the month, the Willis Hour will be covering upcoming events and news about the city. Join in the conversation with your city officials and other leaders in the community. On the third, we will be doing a recap of the last City Council meeting. The mission of the City of Willis is to provide high-quality services, accountability, and professional commitment to our citizens. We pledge to provide those who live, work, and visit our city an effective government that is open and responsive to the needs and values of the community. Again, we invite you to tune in on Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 for the Willis Hour.
Hi, this is BJ Orner from Montgomery County Performing Arts Society. I'm here to remind you to get your tickets now for all the upcoming events that McPass has to offer. All shows will be held at the beautiful Crichton Theater in downtown Conroe. Call 936-441-7469 for your tickets today, or go to our website, www.mcpass.org, for more information. Hope to see you at the show.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the most opinionated talk show on radio.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. So happy that you're here. And Richard, you're so funny. But we've covered a lot of areas, I think, today.
Yeah.
But I have one I think is just, did you hear about the story about the kid who brought a gun to school? In his science class, he took it out and shot the ceiling. But little did everybody know at that point, the parents had realized that guns were missing. And they went to the school, they called 911, and the police were coming over, but they got there first. And a teacher and one of the students were trying to calm him down and talk to him, and please don't do this, and stood up, started talking to the guy, and gave him enough time for the parents to come in, and the dad tackles him and takes the gun away from him.
Wow.
And so, can you imagine? And everybody, all the parents were coming to school. They found out there was a shooter, and that had been publicized over the radio of the police saying, there's a shooter in the school, and so people were hearing about it. They started announcing it and all that, and all the parents came to pick up their kids to know.
I heard something, back when the Sandy Hook shooting and everything, that, somebody said, it's interesting to see where the government likes to place our law enforcement, because we have more people protecting our banks than we have protecting our schools. And so, people or the government or whoever is putting more importance in protecting our wealth than protecting our lives.
Amen, bro.
And it's nothing against the it's nothing against the law enforcement, because I'm totally behind the law enforcement.
Right.
It's just the people in charge of the law enforcement need to take a better look at where their services are needed. That we do need to protect our banks, we do need to protect our assets, but we also need to protect our children.
Yes.
If we want to continue with building up this country. I mean, not like every school is going to be, destroyed soon. But
when Sandy Hook happened, when that happened, I remember I wanted to go take the kids out of school, and I went, Cindy, that happened, over here, and so it's not happening here. Why do you feel like? And it's just that feeling. It's a very strong feeling when I got to school to pick them up after school.
Right.
Most of the kids were already gone, so I looked like a bad grandparent. I didn't go get the kids.
Sorry, get over it.
I knew she was safe. They were safe. No, but so I got there and they said, the kids, and we just let them take them because we weren't going to interfere with that emotional. They were so upset.
Yeah.
And the next day, I walked in. There's a police officer standing next to the lady who greets everyone. And at that time, they had no shield. She wasn't boxed in or anything like that. It was just very open. It was all open.
Right.
And they already had the carpenters in there getting ready to bring her in under, the plate glass, the protective plate glass window. And that officer was there for like 2 weeks. Then he went away. He was gone. But, and it's a small town, so they're just like a minute away. But still, it is the fact that if somebody's going to do something, would they pick a school that has the officer's car out front and that he's roaming,
exactly
the thing? Would they go into that school?
Yeah.
Some people may be crazed enough that they would do something like that. But that kid that went into Sandy Hook's had a different, his mindset was, I know what happens when you go in. I went to the school, or his mother taught the school. And so he knew what to do.
Exactly.
And how to get in there. but a lot of schools, and they start letting things down, like, okay, we haven't had a shooting in a while, so we're going to go back to this. But I do believe that the officers that are, they could have someone, a presence at the school, or just go park old cars out in front, and that's all I need to do. What were you going to say, Richard? Oh, I thought you were getting ready to say something. I thought you pulled the mic up. I see that arm going. I thought, Richard's getting ready to say something. He's taking a breath. Okay, he's going to do this. But anyway, so I feel like that's going to be the next thing is how to protect that, how to get that where you feel confident about that.
Right.
Anyway, Joey, thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure,
I loved having you. We've covered everything today.
I think so, too.
And so I appreciate you guys listening as well. We really appreciate our listeners. Join me next week. It's Friday. Go have fun, and come down and enjoy the downtown Conroe.
Absolutely.
But enjoy yourselves. And I'll be here. We've got a lot of fun guests coming up next week. And so don't miss it. You are listening, and you will be listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schissler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schissler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.